Good afternoon, children. Today let me learn about electronegativity. Electronegativity is defined as the relative tendency of an element present in covalently bonded molecule to attract the shared pair of electron towards itself. That is called electronegativity. So electronegativity means covalent bonded molecule attract the shared pair of electron. That is electronegativity. Negative charge electron attract the pair of electron. Electronegativity is not a measurable quantity. Number of scales are available to calculate electronegativity. One such method was developed by Pauling. So he assigned arbitrary value of electronegativity for hydrogen and fluorine is 2.1 to 2.1 and 4.0. Hydrogen value is 2.1 electronegativity value. Fluorine electronegativity is 4.0. Based on the electronegative value of other elements can be calculated using the following expression. Xa minus Xb equal to 0.182 root of EAB minus EAA into EBB whole of, okay, square root of. Here EAB, EAA and EBB are the bond dissociation energies. So EAB is a bond dissociation energy of AB. EAA, that is A2 molecule. Okay, so bond dissociation energy of A2 molecule. Then EBB means bond dissociation energy of B2 molecule. The electronegativity of any given element is not constant. That value is depend on the element. It is covalently bound. So the electronegativity plays an important role in predicting the nature of bond. Next, let me learn variation of electronegativity in a period. The electronegativity generally increase across the period from left to right. Okay, so left to right the electronegativity generally increased. The atomic radius decrease in period as the attraction between the valence electron and the nucleus increase. Okay, atomic radius decrease, but the attraction between the valence electron and the nucleus increase. Hence, the tendency to attract the shared pair of electron increase. Therefore, electronegativity also increased. See the graph. Atomic number versus electronegativity according to Pauling scale. Okay, so atomic number increased, the electronegativity also increased. You see that lithium is lower electronegativity comparing to fluorine. Next, let me learn variation of electronegativity in a group. The electronegativity generally decreases down the group. As we move down the group, the atomic radius increase, the nuclear attractive force on the valence electron is decreased. Okay, so atomic radius decrease, the nuclear atomic force on the valence electron decreases. So the electronegativity also decreases. For noble gases are assigned zero electronegativity. So that 3 mark question, creative question. Why noble gases are zero electronegativity? So the noble gases are zero electronegativity because the electronegativity of values of elements S plug show the respective decreasing order in a group. Okay, so the electronegativity values of the elements of S plug show the expected decreasing order in a group except 13th and 14th group. All other P block elements follow the expected decrease in trend in electronegativity. negativity. Okay, so that graph was atomic number versus electronegativity, that groups decrease the value. See that lithium, compare lithium and cesium, the lithium is higher electronegativity compared to chromium. Next, let we learn periodic trends in chemical properties. Some of the physical properties are atomic radius, ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, electronegativity. These are the physical properties: atomic radius, ionization enthalpy, electron gain enthalpy, electronegativity. In addition, the chemical properties such as reactivity, valence, oxidation state, these and all periodicity. Okay, so in this section we will discuss briefly about the periodicity in valence and anomalous behavior of second period of element. So valence or oxidation state. What is meant by valence or oxidation state? The valence of an atom is the combining capacity of relative to hydrogen atom. So valence is defined as the combining capacity relative to hydrogen atom. So it is usually equal to the total number of electrons in the valence shell, or equal to 8 minus the number of valence electrons. So valence electron means outermost shell electrons. So 8 below means that number is a valence or valency. Okay, but more than 8 means you want to minus 8. Periodicity of valency or oxidation state. The valence of an atom primarily depends on the number of electrons in the valence shell. Okay, so that number of electrons in the valence shell means outermost shell. As the number of valence electrons remains same for the element in same group. Okay, even for example first group means that first group elements outer shell, valence shell is only 1 electron. Second group means that valence shell, outer shell electron is 2. Third group means outer shell electron is 3. Okay, so the period, the number valence electron increase, the valency also increase. See the table column. Lithium is a first group. These are the first group elements: lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, francium. So first group means it is outer valence shell electron is only 1. So these all the elements are valence electron is 1. Okay, so the valence is 1. See the element nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. These all the elements are fifth, 5 block elements, fifth group. Okay, so these elements outer orbit valence shell is 5 electron. So the valence is these elements have variable valency. So 3 or 5. Okay, nitrogen valency 3 or 5, phosphorus valency 3 or 5, arsenic valency 3 or 5, antimony 3 or 5, bismuth 3 or 5. Okay, so variation of valency in the period. See the second table column. The element lithium, number of valence shell is shell electron is 1. So that valence is 1. Outer shell containing only 1 electron. So that valence is 1. Beryllium, outer shell electron 2, valency 2. Boron valency 3. Carbon valency 4 because outer orbit having 4 electron. Nitrogen 5 electron is there, so the nitrogen is variable valency 3 or 5. Oxygen valency 6, that oxygen have a variable valency 6 or 2. Fluorine 7, 7 and 1. Neon 8 and 0. Okay. In addition to that, some of the elements have variable valency. For example, most of the elements group 15 which have 5 valence electrons. Show to valence 3 and 5. Similarly, transition metals and internal transition, so variable oxidation state. Okay. So, these are the elements. This nitrogen is a 15th group elements. These and all 15th group elements. First one is a first group elements. It's a 15th group element. So, outer 5 electron. Next, let me learn anomalous properties of second period elements. The elements of the same group show similar chemical and physical properties. Same group. For example, first group means that first group all the elements having similar properties. Like that second group all the elements having similar physical and chemical properties. The first element of each group differs from the other members of the group in a certain properties. The first element is little differs from other members. For example, lithium and beryllium form more covalent compound, unlike the alkali and alkali earth metal which is predominantly from ionic compounds. So, one example, lithium and beryllium form a more covalent compound comparing other element in that group. The element of second period have only 4 orbitals, 2s and 2p in the valence shell and have maximum covalence of 4. Whereas other members subsequent periods more orbitals in the valence shell are to show the higher valency. Example, boron forms Bf4. Aluminum forms Al F6 3 minus. Diagonal relationship, very important 2 mark or 3 mark question. On moving diagonally across the periodic table, the second and third period element shows certain similarities. Important point. The second and third period element show certain similarities. Okay, this is a lithium, this is a second period. That element is sodium, magnesium under third period. Second and third period element shows certain similarities. Even though the similarity is not same as we see in a group, it quite pronounced in the following pair of electron. Okay, so that is similar properties. That lithium and magnesium similar property. The next beryllium and aluminum similar properties. Boron and silicon similar properties. But lithium and beryllium, these are second group, that are third group. Similarly, in properties existing between diagonally placed elements are called diagonal relationship. These elements are arranged in diagonally. Okay, these elements are arranged in diagonally. That is called diagonal relationship. Next, let me learn periodic trends in chemical reactivity. The physical and chemical properties of the elements depend on the valence shell electronic configuration. The elements on the left side of the periodic table have less ionization energy, readily lose their valence electron. Okay, so left means S-block elements. That S-block elements are less ionization energy and readily lose their valence electron. The elements on the right side of the periodic table, that is P-block elements, have high electron affinity and readily accept electron. The elements of these extremes show high reactivity when compared to the elements present in the middle. The noble gases having completely filled electronic configuration. Noble gases mean helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So these elements completely filled electrons. So these elements neither accept nor lost their electron. So these elements are called inert in nature. So that is called inert elements. Ionization energy is directly related to the metallic character and the elements located at the lower left portion of the periodic table, that elements have less ionization energy. So metallic character, the elements located to the top right portion have very high ionization energy and are non-metallic in nature. Okay, so let us analyze the nature of compound formed of elements from both sides of the periodic table. Consider the reaction of alkali metal and halogen. Alkali metal and halogens with oxygen to give the corresponding oxide. For example, sodium reacted with oxygen means it will give the corresponding oxide, sodium oxide. Okay, Cl2 plus O2 gives Cl2O7, corresponding oxides. Sodium oxide react with water to give base, sodium hydroxide. Cl2O7 is a strong acid called perchloric acid upon reaction with water. Okay, so sodium oxide plus Na2O plus H2O gives NaOH. Cl2O7 plus H2O gives HClO4. Okay, so sodium hydroxide and perchloric acid. So thus the elements form the 2s end of the periodic table. As we move down the group, the ionization energy decrease and the electropositive character of the element increase. Hence the hydroxide of these elements become more basic. For example, beryllium hydroxide amphoteric, magnesium hydroxide weakly basic, barium hydroxide strongly basic. Beryllium hydroxide reacted with both acid and base, it is amphoteric in nature. Why beryllium hydroxide is amphoteric in nature? Because that beryllium hydroxide reacted with acid as well as base, so it is an amphoteric in nature. So BeOH twice plus HCl gives BeCl2 plus H2O. Beryllium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid gives beryllium chloride and water. Beryllium hydroxide again reacted with the sodium hydroxide to form sodium borate Na2BeO2 plus H2O.